Welcome to my YouTube classes. In the previous class, we have seen about HIV structure, about AIDS we have seen. Today we will be talking about the life cycle of HIV virus. In this topic, we will cover the life cycle of HIV. In your first year, you have studied about the life cycle of viruses, lysogenic cycle, lytic cycle, right? Where it ruptures, lytic cycle, lysogenic, where it produces its multiplies it genome or genetic material. All those you have seen in the previous year, first year. So this virus, as you know, it's a retrovirus. It is nothing but RNA virus, and it has what enzyme? Yes, reverse transcriptase enzyme. This single strand RNA is there. Two single strand RNA will be there in this as a genome covered by a protein coat, then by a lipid layer, then again by a protein coat, right? And on which it has a CD4 receptors. What is CD stands for? CBCD stands for cluster of differentiation at different levels. So what we call here as CD4 cells, right? These are the receptors which are found present, like mushroom shaped structures found present on the HIV. On the HIV are nothing but CD4 receptors. They are called because they are the one which goes and binds to the T lymphocytes. Now this enzyme and that about the RNA and the structure. Now this enzyme, we all know that it brings about reverse transcription. What do you mean by reverse transcription? The process of formation of DNA from RNA is what is known as reverse transcription. This enzyme and the process was first noticed by Timin, right, the molecular biologist. Hence the process is also known as Timinism. What is known as Timinism? It is known as Timinism, right? Clear. Then when this virus enters into human body, it enters into macrophages. Through body fluids, it enters into human body. In human body, it enters into macrophages, right? Into the cells, macrophages. Clear? Then in these cells, it releases its RNA. Clear? Then this RNA, under the help of this enzyme, produces DNA. Now this DNA which is formed, which DNA is viral DNA. What DNA? Viral DNA. Now, for example, if this is a human cell, from above the RNA, viral RNA. What RNA is this? vRNA. Viral RNA enters into the cells, right? With the help of reverse transcriptase enzyme, it helps the formation of DNA. Which DNA? Viral DNA. Now here you have seen this process. You have studied this process. Clear? Formation of DNA, right? From RNA, reverse transcription. Formation of RNA from DNA is transcription. You have studied this process in molecular biology. Clear? So here, when this viral RNA is released into the human cells, macrophages, what happens here? It, with the help of reverse transcriptase, the formation of viral DNA takes place. Viral DNA. Now this DNA is present in human cell macrophages. Now this cell, now I am talking about the host cell. Now in the host cell, in this cell, DNA replication takes place. Which DNA? Mammalian DNA, human DNA. The DNA of this host cell undergo replication, which is nothing but natural process. During that, along with this process of DNA replication, viral DNA also replicates. What happens here? Viral DNA also. See how smartly this viral RNA and viral DNA uses the mechanism of the host, the mechanism of the human being to undergo reverse transcription. Then also by that, then again replication of DNA, and again this DNA undergoes transcription. How it uses host system, host cells, host energy, host genome for its replication. Very beautiful concept, very smart process of this virus. Very second. When I am repeating again, very simple thing. When the viral RNA when the viral infection takes place, it enters into macrophages. In this macrophages, viral DNA undergoes reverse transcription. Of the result of the reverse transcription, nothing but the formation of the viral DNA. After that, the host DNA will undergo during that process. Host DNA will undergo replication. When replication takes place here, this viral DNA also replicates. So what happens here? The viral DNA are produced into many copies. Viral DNA are formed into many copies. Now, who is making this viral DNA? Where is happening here? In host cell. So here, macrophage acts as the factory of replication of viruses. When this replication takes place, after that, fine. Then replication takes place. It undergoes, fine. Transcription process. This DNA helps in the formation of mRNA. Which mRNA this is? This is viral RNA. Now again, as the number of RNAs are formed here, that increases the number of HIV in the body. So our own system, our own cells here acting as a factory, acting as a site of production of HIV virus. Here, and number of these HIV viruses increases. Then when this cell ruptures, HIV viruses releases and attaches to the T lymphocytes. Where it attaches? To the CD4 receptors. Right? So they attach to the T lymphocytes. They destroy this T lymphocytes. We all know in the immune system we have studied T lymphocytes acts as the stimulator for B lymphocytes to produce specific antibodies. Now here, this virus is attacking our immune system. One very important point I am telling you now. Note it down. HIV virus by itself. HIV virus do not cause any disease. Don't be shocked. Listen. HIV by itself, by its nature, do not cause any disease, any syndrome. What it does, it kills our T lymphocytes. It decreases our immunity. It diminishes our immunity. It destroys our immune cells. It lowers our immunity. It damages our immune system. As a result of this human body in which HIV virus is replicating, because of lack of immunity, will get infected from many other normal diseases like TB, pneumonia, hepatitis, other fevers, many fevers, bacterial infections, viral infections, protozoal infections, right? Toxoplasmal infections, all those. So he suffers from many diseases. Such a condition is what is defined as syndrome. What is known as syndrome. So here HIV by itself do not cause any syndrome, any disease. Fine. It only undergoes multiplication. During the process of multiplication, what happens? It kills our macrophages, which are responsible for phagocytosis. There also it is affecting immune system. After all this process takes place in the virus, when it is released, again new viral particles are found in the human body. When they are released, these new viral particles go and attack the T lymphocytes. When T lymphocytes are attacked by this virus, T lymphocytes will die. Clear? So the number of T lymphocytes decreases in the body. What is T lymphocytes? Thymus gland. There are 4 types of T lymphocytes: T helper, T suppressor, T memory, T killer cells. So we have seen this in immunity. Right? Go back and read that portion. You will understand. You can correlate this topic over there also. So when T lymphocytes decreases, there are no cells to help the B lymphocytes to produce specific antibodies. There are no stimulators. There are no helping cells. Hence, B lymphocytes also do not produce specific antibodies. Thereby, overall, what happens? Immunity decreases. That's why this virus is known as human immunodeficiency virus. Hence, the syndrome is known as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Because of this, it occurs. So, it lowers our immunity. It lowers our immunity of the patient. Immunity of the patient is lowered, decreases, so that he becomes susceptible to many infections, many diseases, because in his body there is no defense mechanism. Normally through air, through water, through food, whichever the pathogens are entering into his body, they all harbors in his body, multiplies, and they cause their own symptoms and diseases. So his body becomes a museum of symptoms, museum of diseases, many infections, many diseases occurring at the same time. That condition is defined as syndrome. Which one? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. I repeat the life cycle once again. When it enters into the infection takes place through the mode of infections, basically through body fluids, it enters into a human body, into human host, through that into the blood, it enters into macrophages, undergo reverse transcription, thereby producing the formation of viral DNA. This viral DNA along with the host DNA, host cell DNA, it undergoes replication, produces many viral DNA. When such viral DNA again undergo the formation of cross of formation of mRNA. When which mRNA this is the viral RNA, again they are released into the system, into the body, into the blood, into the immune system, lymphatic glands and all those things. They go and attach the T lymphocytes. When T lymphocytes are destroyed, our immunity will decrease, thereby you come across the symptoms. Right? Every year. Now this is the life cycle, very simple life cycle. Diagram is there in the study material, in the textbook also. Kindly practice that diagram. It will be asked for 3 marks in the final exam. Now, some other points about AIDS and HIV. December 1st of December of every year is marked as World's AIDS Day. World's AIDS Day. Which one? December 1st of every year is marked as World AIDS Day. Now on that day, what is your responsibility? Being you are educated, you have to create awareness about AIDS. You have to spread the message how AIDS is caused, how it has to be prevented, how it spreads in the people, among the people, how it has to be prevented. Prevention is what we have discussed. All those you have to create awareness. Why? Because you are educated. It is your whole and sole responsibility to educate the other people who are your neighbors, who are unaware, who are uneducated, who are illiterate, who are not aware of these consequences in their diurnal life, day-to-day life. It is your whole responsibility to tell them, to inform them, to avoid, how to prevent the spreading of AIDS from person to person. December 1st is marked as the World's AIDS Day. Now there will be some doubts in the student's mind. Some questions will be there about AIDS, whether AIDS, some misconceptions about AIDS is there. I will try to tell you over that. Tell you all those things, right? The misconceptions, clear? Now, the misconceptions about AIDS is, right? Clear? It do not spread through swimming pools. Do not spread through swimming pools, because in hotels, in restaurants, in lodges, right? Common swimming pools are used by many people. So through swimming pool, this AIDS virus don't spread. The main reason over here is after 20 minutes, this virus, if it is present in water, bodies or ponds, lakes, wells, swimming pools. After 20 minutes, this virus will get deactivated in the water. Deactivated here, this word I am using, why? Because outside the host body, it acts as a particle. But to understand, one more terminology I can use, it dies. It dies. Outside is like a particle only, but it is deactivated. After 20 minutes, this virus in water it is there. After 20 minutes, again after that, this virus is taken and inserted into human body or body fluids. It will not infect. So what do you mean by that? In 20 minutes, water, if it is present in the water or swimming pools, this virus will get deactivated. Through swimming pools, it will not spread. Through mosquito bite, it will not spread. Why? Because as soon as the blood enters into the stomach of the mosquito, here this blood acts as a food, and here that blood is no more alive. So in that dead blood, in that blood, HIV virus will not activate. So this will not be transmitted through swimming pools, not be transmitted through mosquito bite. It will not be transmitted through sharing food, sharing utensils, sharing clothes. It will not be transmitted through sharing the common toilets, public toilets, other diseases that transmits through public toilets. But HIV or AIDS will not get transmitted through sharing or using fine, common toilets, fine, public places, in the gatherings, fine, in marriage halls, wherever you use common toilets. Through common toilets will not spread. Through swimming pools, through bathrooms, through using the clothes. living with the AIDS patient will not transmit unless and until you come in contact with his body fluids. Till that stage, it is very safe. You can live with the AIDS patient. He is no more contagious. Fine? It will not get infected by physical touch, but it will get infected through when his blood comes in contact with your blood or your body fluids. It will get infected unless and until that. So AIDS patient is not contagious. When AIDS patient is touching you, hugging you, fine, or you are having food with him, you are making him to eat food, he is making you to eat food, all these practices do not transmit AIDS. These are some doubts, common doubts we are having about the 15. Common doubts about the AIDS what you have, most of the students. So here in this topic what we have discussed, right, about the HIV structure, then the life cycle of HIV, then the general points about AIDS, right, mode of infections, symptoms, preventions, diagnosis, and then we have discussed about the treatment also. In the treatment, the patient will not be cured. Death is ultimate, death is inevitable, right, for sure, but the death can be prolonged, but this patient will die only because of this syndrome. So this is about the AIDS and HIV. Now the next topic what we are going to discuss today will give the introduction about cancer. If you have any doubts in HIV or AIDS, right, message me on my WhatsApp. I'll clear it off. Study the material, what is being given, and also refer your books, right? Refer your books. Clear study material. Whatever the doubts you have, you get it clarified through WhatsApp, right? Next topic what we have is cancer. This chapter needs another four classes more maximum. We will be completing 4 to 5 classes. Because after cancer we have to discuss about cancer is a very important topic. After this we have to discuss about drugs, alcohol, smoking and all those things. Right? So next topic is cancer. The term cancer was coined by Hippocrates in 15th century, and he derived this word from Latin word. Which word? Latin word cancrum. What is that word? Cancrum. What is the meaning of cancrum? Crab. In Latin, cancrum means crab. The reason why he used this word, he derived this disease word, because cancer cells spreads in the body in all the directions. Like similarly how crab can move. Crab moves forward also, backward also, right side, left side, diagonal also, reverse also, without any difficulty. Crab can move in all the directions. Most of the animals, they will only move in the forward direction, whereas crab can go forward also, backward, right side, left side. You would have seen how it moves. In any direction it can move, right? This is the characteristic which is found present in cancer cells. They start multiplying, dividing in all the directions and spreads cancer. They form tumor. Hence, Hippocrates derived this name of the cancer from the word cancrum. In Latin, cancrum means crab, like how crab moves. In a similar fashion, cancer cells spreads in the body. Hence, he named this mysterious disease as cancer. You might have seen in the zodiac signs also. Zodiac signs, what some people believe, right? In zodiac signs, the label of the cancer is again crab only. So this is how it spreads. Because of the nature of this, he has named as cancer. The study of cancer is what is called as oncology. The study of cancer is known as oncology. Onco refers to ONCO. Onco refers to cancer. you might have studied, oncology, the Institute of Oncology, right? Kidwai Institute of Oncology, you might have seen the board in Bangalore. Clear? So oncology is nothing but the study of cancer. What is it as? Oncology, right? Clear? I hope it's clear. Now, how we discuss the agents that cause cancer are known as carcinogens. The agents that are responsible for the occurrence of or the causing of cancer are known as carcinogen. Carcino also refers to cancer. Carcino also refers to cancer in Greek, right? So gen, which generates. Carcinogens. What are carcinogens? Right? The agents, the substances, right? The agents that causes cancers are called what? Carcinogens. Right? Clear? The agents, the substances, right? That causes cancer are called carcinogens. Now, there are three types of carcinogens. Clear? One, physical carcinogens, chemical carcinogens, biological carcinogens. PCB carcinogens. What carcinogens? PCB, physics, chemistry, biology. Physical carcinogens, chemical carcinogens, biological carcinogens. All these. Now the physical carcinogens example: sun rays, UV rays, radiations, etc. Right? Radiations from the nuclear power plant, whatever the radiations that are emitted, sun rays, right? Gamma rays, UV rays, they are all the physical carcinogens. So do not expose much of your skin, much of your body to sun rays. As much you have to cover, as much as possible, you have to cover your skin because you will be preventing physical carcinogens. So sun rays are the basic physical carcinogens. Sun rays have UV rays, ultraviolet rays, gamma rays, right? Then also the radiations that are emitted through nuclear power plants are all the physical carcinogens that causes many different types of cancers. Next, among chemical carcinogens, example: mustard gas. Clear? Mustard, right? They bring mutations. They are responsible for mutations. Mutations leads to variations. Variations leads to evolution, right? Clear? So here mutations also are one of the reasons for a small scale. One of the small reasons for changes in the DNA. Because of that, the cells starts replicating. Mustard gas, right? Clear? And other arsenic, right? Mustard gas, arsenic, benzene, toluene, right? All these are the chemical carcinogens, right? Tobacco smoke, right? If somebody is smoking, you are inhaling the smoke, you are a passive smoker. One who smokes is an active smoker. He gets many types of cancers: lung cancer, throat cancer, mouth cancer, blood cancer because of smoking. So if somebody is smoking, you are inhaling that. You are inhaling that smoke that leads to you are a passive smoker. Passive smoker also might suffer from lung cancer. We discuss different types of cancers, right? Lung cancer, blood cancer, mouth cancer, right? Stomach cancer, intestinal cancers, tobacco smoke, right? And the smoke from industries, smoke from chemical industries, smoke from pharmaceutical industries, all acts as chemical carcinogens. Now let's move on to the third type of carcinogen of the physical, chemical. Third one is biological carcinogens. In biological carcinogens, we come across oncoviruses. Onco again refers to cancer. Oncoviruses. What do you mean by that? The viruses that are responsible for causing of cancers are known as oncoviruses, or sometimes our own biological reasons like proto-oncogenes. Earlier they are in inactive condition, right? Later they get activated after some age. Proto-oncogenes. Immediately his own genes make the cells to undergo rapid multiplication without any function, without any reason in the body. They starts multiplying. They form tumors. We'll talk about tumors in the next class, right? So oncogenes like papilloma, human papilloma virus. This one which causes vaginal cancers in females. Sarcomas are one is human papilloma virus, another is SV40, simian virus 40, right? Sarcoma viruses. Sarcoma is nothing but one type of the cancers. They are known genes get activated due to variations, mutations, right? Our own genes which are inactive, they get activated, that causes cancers. So, what are the carcinogens? The agents that cause cancers are known as carcinogens. Physical carcinogens, examples, chemical carcinogens, biological carcinogens. It can be asked for 1 mark also, define cancer or define carcinogens, right? So, read this study material, fine. Do take very good care of yourself, keep studying, repeatedly watch the class, try to understand, extra points you note it down, and whatever the points that are there in the study material also, make a note of it, keep studying, do take very good care of yourself and your relatives, family members, keep studying, God bless you, good luck, take care.